Is this a history of the Overseers? That's the group the Admiral was talking about back in the cave. Why does Reuben have this? The first record dates back to the 16th century. A group of rulers from Europe formed a secret alliance to bring their countries wealth and power. Is this real? Odd. The pages at the end look fairly new compared to the rest of the book. Were they added recently?
Carla, there's one more thing. I wanted to... Carla, that book. How... Why do you have this book?
Is there a problem?
Yes, there is. You shouldn't take things that don't belong to you.
I appreciate the fatherly advice, but I just wanted to have a look at it. No harm, no foul. The question is, why do you have a book on the Overseers?
How do you know that name?
I won't tell you anything until you tell me why you have this book.
Carla, this has nothing to do with the case. Why don't you just drop it so we can move on?
You're obviously hiding something. When investigating the sniper incident, we found an emblem that fits perfectly into this book. It's related, isn't it?
Jeannie!
Did she hurt herself?
Hey there, you okay? Jeannie, no! We need to get the book back before she tears it apart.
So it is important.
You want the truth? You'll get it. But only after we get the book back.
Good. That's all I wanted from the start. Any idea where Jeannie could have taken the book?
Usually, whatever she steals ends up in her stash back at Genetica Keep. I'd start there.
All right, let's go. I don't see Jeannie anywhere.
Still, she might have been here to hide the book in her stash.
I guess it's worth making sure. Give me a moment. A piñata. I need to break it somehow. Nothing. No book in sight.
If the book isn't here, Jeannie is probably still in the vents.
Any way to get her out?
In theory, we could flush her out through Haven's ventilation system. Fortunately for us, she has a GPS device on her, so we can track her movements. All we're really missing is the GPS receiver.
Where is it? I'll bring it.
It should be in the laboratory. In the meantime, I'll prep everything in the control room. We'll access the ventilation system through there.
Sounds good. I need to break the ice first. I need a key card to unlock it. I think that's the one. I should bring it to Ruben. I've got the receiver. What do you want me to do with it?
Connect it to the port on the table next to me.
I need to turn it on.
Great. I think that's it. Now, we just need to get Jeannie out.
What's the plan here exactly?
With the GPS receiver, we can see where she is in the vents. If we shift the airflow in them, we can guide Jeannie out. But I'll need a hand with this. The system requires 2 people to operate fully.
All right, let's give it a try. I need to use the fans to guide Genie out. I need to use the fans to guide Genie out. I need to use the fans to guide Genie out. Genie's blocking the way. Genie's blocking the way. Genie's blocking the way. She's out.
Good job. Genie should have come out in Genetica Keep.
Let's get that book back.
Carla, I'll distract Genie. You grab the book from her.
Let's see how this plays out. I need to wait until her guard is down. I need to wait until her guard is down. I've got the book, but Genie didn't seem very happy about it.
She'll be fine. More importantly, the book is safe and sound now.
Then it's a good time to start talking.
Very well. I won't go back on my word. What do you want to know about the book on the Overseers?
Why do you have it stored in the vault? It's yours, right?
It is. I've been looking into this rotten group of people for quite some time. And the book contains material about the Overseers' history. To be honest, what I told you earlier about why your mom left me wasn't the full story. Back then, the group who terrorized us both was them, the Overseers.
If I remember your story correctly, you were a part of them.
Everything I said before was true. I left as soon as I realized what type of organization it was. But the story didn't end there. The harassment didn't stop, and the Overseers basically buried my business. My startup company was on the verge of collapsing.
Obviously, it didn't stop you from building your business empire in the end.
That's because I struck a deal with them.
What did you agree to? It must have been quite a negotiation.
I'm not proud of this, but I promised them 10% of yearly revenue from my company. Every year, I wire them money masked as donations to charities.
Hold on a second. When we found your ledger in the abandoned house, the pages with charitable donations were missing. Is it related to the Overseers?
Carla, please don't make me answer this question.
It's way too late to keep any more secrets.
I hope I won't regret this later. The donations missing from the ledger were the ones I sent to the Overseers. I kept you from the full message left in the ledger, too. It said, "Thanks for the money."
Then it means that the culprit is an Overseer. Ruben, this is huge.
It doesn't tell us who the culprit is, only that we are dealing with people more powerful than I thought.
Is there any way we can stop them for good?
That's where the book comes in. By itself, it isn't as important. I believe most of the members have a copy of it, but I keep a list of names in this one. The list is a combined effort of an over 2 decades-long investigation. I was able to track down most of the members, except for the top branch.
Why haven't you given it to the police, the government, or anyone at all for that matter?
Without knowing a single member at the top of the chain, there's no point. If we try to cut off a limb, they'll just grow it back and be more cautious next time.
There must be something we can do about them.
Let's cross that bridge when we get there. First of all, I'm more worried about what the culprit will do next. Given how close they are to getting all the information on the Genetica formula, they might do something radical. I'd prefer that you get something to protect yourself.
What do you have in mind?
Nothing specific, as long as it can knock a person out if worst comes to worst.
Did Lucas have anything I could use?
No. We kept the gun only as a safety precaution. We never really had any security issues before on the island. I'll contact Sam. He's always been cautious. He probably brought some self-defense equipment to the island.
Are you sure we can trust the Admiral?
Samuel is a lot of things, but an overseer is not one of them. Of that, I am certain. I'll text him now to meet up with you.
What will you do?
I'll run another sweep of Haven. I want to make sure we didn't miss any of the hidden cameras. All right. He texted me back. He's going to meet you in the boathouse. I'll get in touch if anything else comes up.
Okay, stay safe.
You too.
Miss Page, mind explaining why Reuben wants to arm you for self-defense? Why now?
I'll explain everything afterward. But first, I prefer to get what I came here for.
Very well, but you owe me some answers. Now, I did bring some self-defense equipment to the island. But unfortunately, I left all of it in the boat when I arrived. If any equipment survived the fire, it should be lying at the bottom of the sea. I had pepper spray and a stun gun. Any preferences?
I think the stun gun is a better option here.
Great. I kept it in a watertight box, so it shouldn't have been damaged by the water. But it won't get itself, so why don't you put the diving suit on and go for a swim? I'll hold the perimeter while you're down there.
Okay, I'll be back shortly. No stun gun, and the pepper spray isn't going to be of any use.
So, did you get the stun gun?
I didn't, but I found the pepper spray instead. I doubt I can use it though.
What's wrong with it? Let me have a look. You should have started by saying that it melted. Could have saved us both some time.
Sure. The next time I find a melted canister of pepper spray, you'll be the first to know.
Enough with the sarcasm. Did you forget I'm helping you out of my own goodwill? I'm free to leave whenever I please.
Right. Sorry. What about the stun gun then? Any ideas where it could be?
Well, if you're certain it wasn't with the boat remains, it could have washed ashore.
Like, to the beach?
Hopefully. Why don't we go check?
It's missing a pearl.
I found it. It washed ashore, as you said.
Good, but it's not a toy, Miss Page. Be careful with it.
I think I can handle it.
For your sake, I hope you will. Now, let's head back to the mansion. I'd like to get those answers you promised.
Sure.
Now then, why don't you get me up to speed on the situation?
The overseers aren't just a story. We're pretty sure the culprit is one of them.
Why? Because of the emblem we found before?
The culprit left a ledger for Reuben and me to find. Inside was a note which basically confirmed that it's one of them.
What was in the note?
It's not for me to say.
You're not blowing smoke up my rear, are you?
Would I joke about something like this?
If that's really the truth, then this is indeed a very serious matter.
They are also really close to obtaining the last piece of the Genetica formula. Reuben is worried they might do something drastic to get it. He said it would be best to prepare ourselves if push comes to shove.
We cannot let the Overseers get their hands on the serum. The very thought sends shivers down my spine.
Same. I don't think I'll be able to get any sleep tonight.
A good night's sleep is the least of our worries.